Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. What's on the popular tab today? There's a lot of new stuff that's been added pretty recently, which looks kind of fun if you ask me. Let's see, we got a Resident Evil scenario, could be okay, the Umbrella Corporation. Maybe, I don't know, not super familiar with all the Resident Evil stuff. I did see Resident Evil 7, that was kind of fun. Animatronic, oh gosh, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's one. Nope, not touching that, thank you. How about Cabin Fever? Let's play Cabin Fever. Based loosely off of Eli Roth's gore film, Cabin Fever has a mutant strain of necrotizing fasciitis, which kills people quickly in a gruesome, rapid way. Lots of misspellings, but that's fine. This scenario is a little bit more graphic than most. Player discretion advice. Alright, so trigger warning. This supposedly might get pretty bad. Let's give it a shot. It's a virus. Let's play on normal. Cabin Fever. Some unlucky teens in the USA are about to be infected with a mysterious mutant strain of necrotizing fasciitis. This virus is a rapid, gruesome killer. But could it wipe out all life on Earth? It's a gore fest, apparently. Well, maybe. We have to start off in the USA. That sucks. It's weak and unspecialized in a well-funded nation, a rich nation. Not always the best thing for me to do, but alright, we'll give it a shot. So, we have Livestock 1, Rodent 1, Insect 1, Blood 1, and Water 1. We also have Saliva. So these are all pretty basic, don't see any specialized descriptions here, but that's no big deal. Let's go ahead and grab the Saliva for now. That unlocks sexual transmission, usually by dumb teenagers who disregard safe sex, spreads infection, and increases severity. Sure, why not? Blood, birds, a lot of different stuff. Dumb teenagers and their hormones. Ugh, gosh, what's wrong with those people? Nausea. Irritated stomach lining leads to discomfort. Slight chance of infection with kissing. Well, that's going to be very crucial when working with the sexual transmission. So, okay, let's go ahead and grab that now. Coughing as well, and rash. Skin becomes blistered and painful. Okay, and then we have abilities. Normal cold, heat, and drug resistance. We also have Out of Their Misery. Patients in extreme pain commit suicide, cure slowed, 60 DNA. Pretty lethal, but for that cost, that's tremendous. The water here is bullcrap. More water supplies become infected, increasing severity and infectivity. Splatter. Victims will vomit blood into the air, increasing land transmission. Shouldn't it be like air transmission or something? I don't know. Vomiting blood into the air? Holy crap, that sounds terrible. Down home water. Infect water supply. Unlucky bottled water drinkers will increase infectivity. Ha! You thought you were safe drinking your bottles of water, didn't you? Well, you thought wrong. Yeah, I think we just store up for a bit of infectivity, maybe some new transmissions. Although we could always go for something like coughing, which is relatively effective for very cheap, so I guess we'll go ahead and grab that too. Definitely would like to get some drug resistance as early as possible. The USA is not considered as urban as it used to be, apparently. That's interesting. Do we want to go for a rash, or do we want to go for something else? Well, apparently sexual transmission of dumb teenagers is very severe. It's not quite what I had in mind. I think we go for the rodents, since the USA is considered an urban country, even though I would say by all accounts, the USA is underpopulated as far as population density when you consider the size of the USA. But that's just my own personal beliefs on that subject. Maybe the statistics have changed since then. I don't see any air transmission to counteract the fact that we just had some filters added onto all airplanes. That's a bit of a problem. Means we really need to rely on that water transmission. Severe coughing mutated. Okay. Symptom causes breathing difficulty and dark mucus. Dark mucus? Ew. It's gross. Keep it off of me. I would like to go for some drug resistance. Maybe we save up a couple more points and do that. Definitely want to get as much of a spread in the USA as possible, as quickly as possible, because otherwise it's just going to take too dang long to spread. There we go. The UK voters... Sorry, the UK votes, there we go, for Brexit in a referendum. In a shock to the world. Alright, sure. Well, maybe we do go for that water. I mean, we need more ship transmission. If we can't get on airplanes because there's no air transmission, then that's going to be kind of crucial, don't you think? I think it might be a little bit. Grab that bubble. Yeah, that's the problem. Anytime you start in a wealthy nation like the USA, it's usually a very, very slow start, which is not great. Hemoptysis, symptom mutated, which is what? Oh gosh, we went the next trait over in coughing. As the interior of the lungs becomes blistered and painful, victims will cough up large amounts of bloody mucus. Ugh. Gross. We also have drowning. The lungs fill up with a bloody fluid, drowning the victim. There's a medical term for that, but it escapes me at the moment. Squirt! Squirt? Ew. Blood pressure is rapidly increased, causing any wounds inflicted on a victim to squirt blood. Infectivity, lethality increased, even though it does nothing to change lethality, but does a lot to increase severity. So, mutation, please be kind and don't mess with me right now, because, yeah, those are some pretty sudden leaps in severity and lethality, and I am not in the best position to deal with that right about now. Not at all. So what do we go for next? Maybe birds? I don't know. I guess birds would make some sense. Let's go for the birds. Now, the plus side is we have enough severity that we're getting extra DNA every time we pop a red bubble, which will definitely be quite useful to me, if only we weren't spreading to so many other wealthy-ish nations. Vomiting mutated. Okay, well, vomiting's fairly benign, all things considered. Let's go for the insects. Sure, help us spread a little bit in the hotter countries. USA has started working on a cure already. Okay, but the entirety of the United States has been infected. Now a bunch of dumb teenagers are going to have some unsafe sex. There we go. Sure, why not? Like I said, it is a little bit of a trigger warning. I always get a little bit worried when I play scenarios like this. Anytime it brings up the S word, so to speak, I worry that maybe some kids will watch this and parents will get mad at me. So I hope that trigger warning covered me, but otherwise, I don't know. It's not my fault. Okay, I didn't come up with it. Let's go for water 2. Let's go for bird 2. There we go. Lots of extra transmission. We got a pretty healthy amount of transmission at this point. I think we can start focusing a bit more on symptoms and resistances in particular. Maybe we want to go for some cold resistance. Absolutely. Drug resistance. Sure. Cold resistance 2, and then we have splatter down home water and out of their misery. Well, if we want a lot more lethality, that would certainly be an option for us. Whoop! Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. We had plenty of infectivity, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. Let's go for the rash. That leads to itching. And you don't look so good without an apostrophe. Rashes and sores appear around the mouth, face, and groin. Ew. Sounds like somebody might have some herpes and or acne. Something. I don't know. Squirts? Do we go for squirts for the extra severity? I don't think so. Hematemesis? Hematemesis. There we go. Stomach lining begins to break down, causing painful vomiting, bringing up blood. Yeah, hematemesis, or however you pronounce that. I've heard it like 3 different ways. That's why I'm getting confused. But anyway, yeah, no, it is a real thing. Necrosis. Large swaths of I like that you use the word swath. Who uses the word swath anymore? I like that. Infected tissue lose blood supply and become fatal sources of gangrene, decomposed bodies. So I guess we can double down on the lethality stuff. That leads to internal necrosis. Body begins to rot from the inside out. Vomit. Lordy, why can't I read today? It's like I got some sort of dyslexia. Victims will vomit up chunks of their rotten insides, increasing infectivity and lethality. Skin necrosis. Rotting of flesh causes extreme pain and causes patients to become unrecognizable. Research is slowed. Could be okay. And then we have aggression with 1G. Extreme pain in victims' flesh will make them angry at others for letting this happen. Violence makes cure harder and disease deadlier. Pretty minor as far as the lethality goes. What are we missing? Madagascar, New Guinea, and New Zealand. Uh-oh. Islands. Well, that makes me a little bit nervous. Let's go for insects and livestock. Internal necrosis mutated. Now, if I had my freaking boats, that would be a little bit reassuring as far as getting to New Zealand. It's the only country we're missing at this point, and I'm very nervous because we don't have any airplanes. Hematemesis or hematemesis mutated for free. Well, we have a crap ton of aggression. Mutation chance is gonna get me killed. Yeah, no, with no air transmission, we rely on a boat. Oh, thank God, we got into New Zealand. Okay, I was about to say I think we might be a little bit screwed. But we got there. I'm not going to pick this up. It looks like we're getting everything for free. Alright, fine, sure. Let's go for Out of Their Misery. Kill them faster. Do we care about anything else here? Not really. Let's go for Genetic Reshuffle level 1. Some Genetic Hardening. We'll just try to buy ourselves a little bit more cure resistance. But at this point, now it's just a matter of time. There are no healthy people left in the world thanks to cabin fever. Let's go for some more Genetic Reshuffles. Just going for the best possible score at this point, right? Nothing else really matters. Down to 10% cure progress. Killing fairly rapidly considering the lethality is only about halfway done. Now, what did the authors say that this is based off of? Was it some book? Or a slasher film of some sort? I don't remember. I may have to look again. Why are we on speed 1? That's not what I had in mind. Yeah, we need to check that in a little bit. I don't remember. Something I didn't recognize. Eli something? Oh, for the love of God, just finish them off. Well, there's no more lethality to be had. We've got every single symptom at this point. So all we have to do is just sit back and wait. Cabin fever is to eradicate all of humanity. Huzzah! Those stupid teenagers. They should have been safer. They've doomed us all. That's what you get. Alright, cabin fever has successfully eliminated all life on Earth. Surprisingly, only 2 stars out of the 3. It's because we took so long. Yeah, that happens anytime you start off in a wealthy country. So that's a bit of a downside. All in all, it's not a bad scenario, I think. The mutation chance seems to be a little bit high, but otherwise it's okay. There's a fair bit of customization in how this is working. I guess the only thing is I just don't recognize what it's based off, so I can't really judge the theme, whether or not that it's good. I mean, yeah, I think the scenario of itself is fine. It's a good scenario, why not? Eli Roth's gore film, Cabin Fever. Just never seen it. Never seen it, so I have no idea if that's a good representation or not, but I'm sure some people will let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.